All right, we're on. So if we want to go ahead and start with examples, Benjamin, do you want to go first?
Still trying to pull my stuff up. Give me a minute.
All right, no problem. Do you want to go then, Hillary?
One second. I don't have mine up. I don't have it up. Second. Sorry about
that. No problem. Does anybody have it up?
What are you wanting up?
Just your individual assignment.
Oh, I have mine.
Okay, do you want to read it to us?
Yeah, so I did the, hold on, let me go back here and see what it's called. I can't remember. Deceptive comparisons.
Okay.
So there was a website that I was interested in one time. I was going to purchase a shirt, and I started reading the reviews. And people were saying they were actually using pictures from another website, advertising at a much lower price. They were not disclosing that the pictures were that were not their own, even the models. And then when the product arrived, it was not the same material or quality as promised or implied by the pictures.
All right. And does anybody else have it up?
So one that I had was from like an article, and it was someone was selling gas for like propane, and it ended up being like the bait and switch. And so the customer ended up buying one that was like at full value, which ended up being more than what they wanted to spend.
Okay. Because they didn't honor the advertisement.
So you see the you see them often advertised on Instagram and Facebook. It's just it's something super dirt cheap, and it looks to be high quality. And then when you go to, like, I think Hillary kind of said this, but it's something that's been brought up as an international problem because of the way that these companies in China and East Asia are just running basically a scam where they offer a service or a product at very, very low rates, but then take 9 to 10 to 12 weeks to deliver in hopes that by the time you remember that it's supposed to have arrived, they can forget about it and not have to actually ship it, when really it would only take them about a week to ship. So they're creating a fraudulent situation, which falls under the mail order house regulations. So they have to disclose all their terms. Their terms are, well, we'll ship it eventually, but that's not definite. That's not clear in their advertising. So they're just offering, hey, why don't you have our product? We'll send it to you super cheap or even free. You just pay shipping. And then people get hoodwinked into these scams.
Sweet. With mine, so I found two. And one of them was about this Australian blogger slash cookbook author who claimed to have cured herself of cancer by eating healthy and by like taking supplements and stuff like that. And she sold her products under that premise, and of course there's no science to back it up or anything like that. She encouraged people to not seek chemotherapy and things like that in lieu of and instead doing the things that she recommended, the products that she recommended, which were hers. And so that was looking up the term right now. It's the one where she was claiming to be an expert on the subject that she wasn't. Um, deceptive testimonials and endorsements. That's what it is. And then the other one is bait and switch as well. It's our President Donald Trump's campaign promises to build a wall to help deter immigration and have Mexico pay for it. Now that he's in office, after the people kind of stretching the sense of purchasing him as our president or choosing him as our president, now he's switched tactics, and of course, you know, the wall isn't being built like he claimed it would be, nor is it being funded by Mexico. So
one of many bait and switches that will occur throughout the next 4 years.
But I think politics in general, that's just a common practice. Perhaps also because they say what they need to get elected, but then they can't always do what they said.
Well, part of that is arrogance too.
Yeah.
I had another one too. I just thought about there was something I read where you have to give consumers the right to get a refund. And I purchased a necklace online, and when it came, it was broken. So, I mean, I can repair jewelry, but this was beyond my ability to repair it. And I emailed them, and they said they would get back to me within 24 hours, and then they did not. So they contacted them on Facebook, and they said they don't answer their Facebook messages and have no 1-800 number. So there's no way for me to get a hold of them. So I've had this necklace for about 6 months, and I've emailed and emailed and emailed with no response.
They're likely based out of China, like that other companies I was mentioning.
Probably.
Yeah.
Pretty irritating.
Yeah, that is pretty irritating. You have yours, Palmer? Oh, he's probably still out. Just pasted it. Okay. Lumosity, the phone game, was advertised that their games were designed by neuroscientists and were scientifically proven to help stave off Alzheimer's, as well as improve real-world cognitive performance. They are banned now from doing any advertising saying that because it's not scientifically proven. So
To be fair, there's nothing that anyone can do about Alzheimer's these days. We don't even know the root cause, so can't prevent it.
So which example would we like to use?
I mean, Palmer's is pretty well researched.
It sounds more official. How about that, Palmer? Right. Works for me. I mean, all right, well, how would we like to word our quiz question?
I think you could just state the example and then put, because the company engaged in, oh no, I don't know. Or this is an example of, and then the answer would be deceptive testimonials. Or you could say something like, because they engaged in deceptive testimonials, this is an example of, and the answer would be the consumer protection statutes or something.
Yeah. Could you say that sentence for me one more time? Or what you just said?
Because the company engaged in deceptive testimonials and endorsements. So the sentence you have right above it.
At least our exam questions are well written.
It's funny though, because I haven't seen a lot of ours on the actual exam.
Any of ours.
I
Yeah.
wonder if
I think he's changing the examples that we're using, but still like uses the base premise of the question or our like quiz answers.
yeah, this past exam I didn't see any.
Mm-mm.
Like, I don't think he included our groups thing at all. The other thing is, since it's only 8 questions long, I think that he's not always testing, because I think there are 12 groups. So I don't think he's always testing every question.
Or he could always, save it for like the next class.
That's true.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting the people who like took this class last semester, getting their quiz questions, and then this could be for like the following class behind us.
or even different section number that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Because then we'd always have one that we get right automatically. That would make sense.
Duh. And have one gimme.
It's a really convenient class structure.
I don't know, Brian. I'm struggling with that last sentence.
I am too.
I think you're on the right track there.
Because they
That's kind of-
advertised using deceptive testimonials and endorsements?
How about because the company falsely advertised?
So David just sent an email, and he said that he won't be able to make tonight's meeting because he has to work late. And then he did send his example.
Want to read his?
The statute that I chose was the Credit Card Act of 2009. It prevented the abusive practices that banks were performing to take advantage of those who were unable to repay the loans. Without a little bit more fleshing out, I'm not really sure what the situation was, but because the company falsely advertised about the, I don't know. kind of want to trash this sentence.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
How
And I'd be
about
really surprised if anybody not got that reference.
Yeah, we got it. So what if you just state that the company violated?
should I name? Man, is that even the statue?
Well, it's listed in the book under that section.
Yeah.
Or are the statutes the actual acts?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. This is
That's
where I
why
got
I'm-
confused.
Yeah, that's why I'm hesitant to put which portion of the consumer law. But that's not even in the consumer law chapter, so. Sorry, I'm scanning the book right now.
Yeah, me too. Because deceptive testimonials is under the heading, the following deceptive practices often violate federal law.
Which federal law then?
Right.
Then we can be specific with the, sorry, let me get back to it. The deceptive.
I don't know. I don't see that any of those acts or laws really relate to that.
It says that it violates federal law, but it doesn't say that that is. It's more of the act and not necessarily the law. So this company violated federal law by engaging in the following.
Which practice? Yeah. Do we want to leave it as this company violated federal law, or to say this company violated federal law regarding consumer protection?
Sure.
I don't know how much you want to give them, but
By engaging in switch. What should our last one be?
Hey, ask them.
You could list any of them like Truth in Lending or Fair Credit Billing Act, Mail Order House Regulations, Telemarketing Consumer Fraud.
I think Palmer. I think false advertisement would be a very tricky answer. It's fine. Okay. All right. Flyer.
An inferior product.
How about greater price? Because I think it is an inferior product, so that could be confusing. Like it doesn't do everything.
And I'm pretty sure that Lumosity also offered a premium product as well as the regular free product in order to keep customers interested. And if you want to continue the freemium concept to do that,
Yeah.
but that's not necessarily bait and switch. So
Deceptive comparisons. Um, is that good enough? The situation does not relate to telemarketing fraud.
I think so.
Alrighty. In that case, I believe we are done.
sounds good. Looks good.
Sweet. Well, I will go ahead and get it submitted, and then we'll be done for the week.
When's our next group presentation?
It will be week 10.
Okay.
So 3 weeks.
I believe. Yeah.
That's not bad.
3 weeks from now.
Okay. Sounds
You might
good.
want to check just to make sure. I looked at it earlier today, so I'm fairly certain, but not.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I looked. Thank you all.
Okay, bye.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, see you guys next week.
Yep.